Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. I'm Matin from Networkers Home Technical Team. Today we are going to discuss about GitHub Actions. Ever have you wondered how the automation part is working? Have you seen like every time the developer is pushing the code, it is we are deploying the website immediately. Like this, here we have many tools like CI/CD. There may be Jenkins, there may be SonarQube, there may be Trivium CI, Trivium CD. Like this, we have many integration tools. Today, we are going to see the concepts regarding to GitHub Actions. How GitHub Actions can be automate the DevOps workflow. It will be look like streamless your development process, integrate continuous integration or automated testing and automated deployment. You are right in this place. So, what is GitHub Actions and why it is so powerful? Stick around this video. We can showcase the talent or videos of the GitHub Actions. Let's get started. Guys, first of all, let's know about what is GitHub Actions. What is GitHub? It's my question. Do you have any idea? You can tell now itself, or if you know, just think about it. How it is going to work. Anyhow, I'm going to tell about what is meant by GitHub Actions. The GitHub Actions stands for GitHub Action is an automation tool which is to build a GitHub. It's allowed to automate all the sort of tasks in the development workflow for running the tests, running the deployment, it's ensure the continuous integration and continuous deployment services that directly with your code repository, actions to be composed which are stored in the ML file. Like here you can see we have a file called GitHub workflows. Inside this we are going to write all the codes which need to be run by GitHub Actions, like what are the benefits, what are the tasks need to be performed, what first it need to be download the code, what it need to be performed, what tasks. Let's discuss about what are the benefits of GitHub Action. GitHub Actions. Yes, the GitHub Actions. Here you can see by using GitHub Actions, we can reduce the many workflow, like hiring many people. Like they need to push the code, they need to segregate the code, they need to merge the code. Like this, we have many kind of processes. Like this, first of all, parallel jobs happening. What is meant by parallel jobs? You can run multiple jobs, like multiple actions, like paralleling the process. Like if the code may be test immediately, it may be go with the simultaneously actions. Like here you can see one more is reusability. What is the reusability in the GitHub Actions? Here you don't need to write the code multiple times, or you don't need to perform the multiple actions. Here you can see you need to write a one-time script which will be useful for simultaneously actions. Like now first time you have run the code, deploy, and the website is working fine. You have performed the test. Again, the code developer has pushed a code into the GitHub. Here you can see that again the same process. The code need to be downloaded. Again, the code need to be test. Again, it need to be deployed. If any ticket has been raised, it need to be pushed back. Like this, we use reusability of the code. Scaling up. By using of scaling up, we can configure the application if any scaling is down. Like the website is going down. Here we can see that real-time scenario. While watching IPL, we cannot predict how many users or how many members can see the match. In real-time scenario, have we expect the like a CSK versus MI? How many players or users are watching the match? We cannot predict. Whereas IPL match between India and Pakistan, we can predict. No. Like this, suddenly the users will come. If the match is getting a reverse, like India is winning, Pakistan is losing, then the crowd will be same. Like if you go with the simultaneously action, CSK is losing, Mumbai Indians players are high. Like let's take a score of 170 and the target is 280. We have 20 balls. It is possible to make that runs. note that in this case CSK users will log out the game, log out the app. Inside it we cannot see the scalability. By using this DevOps we can scale the application. Suddenly anything has happened, like over cancel or over we have many likes stuff, then the suddenly CSK players will come back like super over or anything regarding like this. In this case scalability, here you can use workflow, customizable workflow. Like here you can see based on the trigger, the push pull request or on schedule, it can be happen. Navigate with the integration, it can be integrated with GitHub repository. You don't need to use any additional tool which will consume high resources. Like here you can see, if we go with the Jenkins, we need an additional server or additional device where we are going to work with this kind of technology. Let's write a small GitHub action file, or let's write writing your first GitHub action file. GitHub action file. Now we will take a basic knowledge. Let's write a GitHub action file. We need to create a simple CID workflow to run unit test cases where the code has been pushed to the repository. First we need to have the repository access. For that we are going to create a file in our code base. Let's come to our practical environment. Let's open our code editor, that is Visual Studio. Let's close this. We need a new VS editor, which we are going to write let's open a new folder where our project, desktop, videos, new folder, a new project. New folder, new folder, that will be something random number. We does not require anything. Let's write a small CI pipeline. For that, first of all, we have discussed about where the file is present. .git hub /workflows. Inside this, here you can see we have a workflows file. Inside it's like, let's create a ci.ml file, YML file. We have more the YML file. First of all, name indicates, here you need to specify what the thing is going to happen. Run test. Here after that, on when this script need to be run. Then here you can see push, whenever a push has been happened. Then branch, what branch? Branches. Here you can see what branches, that is main. Why? Because the main branch only is going to deploy into the production environment. It's a small basic thing. It will be the same for every codes. It's rather simple. Then here we are going to write jobs. Means Here you can see the jobs indicates what are the tasks need to be performed. Or here you can see test is a one job or is a staging. Here you can specify the what it's going to run. Runs dot on equals to Ubuntu. The application is going to run on Ubuntu / latest. Runs on latest. Runs on latest. Then the next task will be steps. What steps need to be performed? Steps equals to the name. First of all, we need to get to know that everything is working or not fine. Name. Here we can specify the name. Means it is going to show that this task has been completed or not. For checkout code for this, the step will be inside it use equals to action / checkout at the rate v2. It's a version 2 going to checkout. Then here we can see next step will be /name. Again, what step need to be set up? Python use the setup name checkout use equals to actions / setup / Python the rate v2. Here we can specify. Here you can see that if you are not giving the space after this, it is going to take as the same file. Means it is not thinking it is a different command. Means it is a continuous. After the colon, setup Python has been done. Again, the next task will be with what are the basic guys. Here we can see that action. Here we can see we have with what the Python is the latest version. We need to specify the version also. Here Python version which we want to use. Python /version. Here specify the version which is in the inverted commas. Then mention the name. Here we can see that if you go with any application /install dependencies. Install dependencies. I'm giving the short letters. Then here you need to run the file. Here you are going to specify what are the packages need to be installed for that Python /m pip install / upgrade /pip. Here you can see that. Then we need to go with the what packages pip install /r. Then requirement txt which we have created or which we can create it as per our requirement. Then here we are going to specify the permission. What permission need to be taken? It is a pip read only permission /r means. Then /name again this run test, run tests, then run pytest. It's a basic script, guys, which we have written. It can be useful for anywhere, like is a common format, or which if you want to write also, these are the basic stages, jobs, steps, what need to be performed. Then last is run py test. Let's check the code. If we have any issues, you can check. Py test. Here you can see alignment is also placed. Py test. Then it need to be. See guys, the script has been run. Here you can see run test. It is used for naming the workflow. It is the workflow name which is going to on. Then we have on. Here we are going to specify the workflow should be run when the code is pushed on the main branch. It's indicate. If we have here, you can see that in any projects, we have already created many projects. Like here you can see we have maximum various branches. Like all the, not a single developer is going to work on a single branch. Some guys will work on the features, some guys will rectify on the bugs, like this. Here you can see jobs define the what we have to workflow. The workflow only one job, that is test. Then here you can say run on. It is the action to run the workflow on the latest Ubuntu version. Or here you can specify what device on what you want to run. Then we have steps. Here you can see that inside the steps, it is used to individual steps in the job. Here we are checking the code, setting the Python installation, running the pytest. Let's push the code and run the code inside our GitHub. Let's running the workflow on the push and pull request. Let's now create our repository, initialize the repository. Let's create a new project, that is github.com. Initial commit or first commit, then okay, then push. The repository will be GitHub Actions. Push to the branch. Let's check the private. Here you can see the code has been pushed into our repository, that is our dashboard. Your repository is fsdc. Here the GitHub action file has been created. Here if you come to actions, we need to configure the ML file which we have written. The same file we need to copy here. Branches, push, run on latest machine. No, that's not our which we have written. Just wait a minute, I will copy my file. We will push here, commit the changes, create a blank .yml file. There is an occur. I think CI.
Okay. Workflow.github.
Back to our GitHub Actions. Here you just what script we have created. Just come simple workflow. Configure this file here. It will be this one. The blank will be CI. Workflow, commit the changes, create a CSC. Then here you can see that now the actions will be completed. Here you can see it is currently running test inside this. If you go and see starting the jobs, here you can see that setting the Python environment. Here we can see that what we have got an error requirement, the file has been not added. If you go and add it, just let's go and create the file. Let's create one requirement.txt. What is a requirement.txt? Let's ask a simple Python program to check test cases. Let's go. Let's create one small program, that is test.sample, which code I am pasting here. Requirement.txt. Now we need to slightly modify the code. We need to add a requirement.txt file, that is inside this we need to go with pytest, which we are using. Then in GitHub Action, just come in the CI, add these two jobs which are pytest. Now let's run this. Let's commit the code into the GitHub, updated GitHub CI. Let's just commit. Yes. Here you can see that if we do this manual job, how much time it will take. Have you think ever before seen the changes? This happening. The code need to be pushed. Sync changes. Let's come back to our GitHub Actions. Run and push our PR. Let's refresh this. The code is pushing into GitHub till now. If the code got pushed into GitHub, it will run immediately. Just wait for 2 more minutes until the code get updated. Because the code has been pushed. Let's refresh our GitHub Actions. See what has happened. Updated GitHub CI/CD. The test case has been completed. Here you can see that it has been run. Completed the Python post setup. Then it has been run all the tests. Here you can see testing the python.py, because there are no any task. Here you can see completed 2 items. Then here you can see the completed job has been happened. If we go, let's check with the if this code is working on another directories also or not. Let's come here. Let's create checkout. Get.checkout dev. I have it created a new get branch.dev. Let's check out get checkout dev. It has been created. Now it has been switched to GitHub. Let's modify or add a new file, which let's modify this function of the subtracting a plus b, adding the test cases. All test cases got passed. I will remove equals to 0. I will remove this. Here you can see that we are going to push the code into the repository. Updated test file. Yes, it is uploading. Publish to the branch. Publishing is happening. Just you wait for code has been updated. Let's open our GitHub. Here you can see inside the code. The code has been, we have currently 2 branches. One is dev branch, one is main branch. Compare and pull. Here if you go and compare and pull, then it is going to deploy. Here you can see the workflow has been happened. No. Let's compare and pull the request. Pull request. Compare and pull. Let's merge the code into the Updated test file, create a pull request, updated commit, pull has been happened, merge the pull request, confirm merge has been happened. Let's check the GitHub Actions. Now here you can see that the test has been completed successfully after we have pushed into the main branch. Guys, we can do GitHub Actions via GUI also, that we will see in the next video. That's for the today.